I am here. I'm doing two very different roles at La Scala. I'm actually getting in makeup for Rosenkavalier to sing Octavian here in about an hour. And then in a few weeks I go into La Donna del Lago and I sing Elena. This is now my fifth time here. I did a concert, sixth time. I did a recital. I did a concerto with Maestro Muti, Natale, years ago. 2 times Cenerentola and Barbiere di Siviglia. And so in a way it's old now. Oh, okay, La Scala, yes. No, I walk in that first day and I see the theater and I literally go, oh, it's breathtaking. You're singing in front of a public that is very demanding, and I like that because it makes me be at my best. I cannot push a button and go onto autopilot. I mean, I never do that anyway, but it's even a little bit more intensive here. And it's also, it's a theater of legacy. There is such an historical chain of events here, and it goes back hundreds of years. And I think about the composers that composed here. I think about the singers that have sung here, the directors, the conductors. And I come in way down in 2011 and I add my little tiny chain to the link, and I get to, and then I go on, and then it's somebody else's turn. But the chance that I get to enter into this legacy and this line of historically brilliant and important theater and opera, it's a real privilege. Never gets old, never. I think it's so important, not only for a regista, for a director, but also a conductor. I want them to find things in me that I can't find myself. I want them to help me be better. My biggest successes have come with conductors. For example, in the Rosenkavalier, we have Philippe Jourdain, who knows this piece inside and out, and he is a very supportive conductor, and he has helped me find things that I can't find on my own. And I think probably this is the best Octavian I have sung out of a handful of, well, it's only my 3rd time singing it, so I hope it keeps getting better. But also directors, it's so important that they help you find different choices and different colors and levels to your performance than what you bring in on day one. And some of the more imaginative directors can do that. And I take my job very seriously, that if it's the first time somebody is hearing the Barber of Seville, Barbiere di Siviglia, I want them to hear it as well as I can possibly do. La Donna del Lago is not a terribly well-known piece, so I know by doing this a lot of people will discover it for the first time. So I want to do my best. And on every night that I enter the theater, it's that way. And I never assume that I will be applauded at the end, because I may have a bad night. And so I work very hard to invest myself 100% every night that I can. I can sing it, but I can't play it. I love photography, and I am very much an amateur, but I do a lot of photography in my spare time. It's portable, so I can always take it with me in many ways. And it ends up being like a scrapbook for me along the way. And I notice that I observe things very differently now that I've trained myself to look through a lens, go through the lens. And I like that. It takes me very much out of the world of music and sound, and I go just to the world of sight, and I like that very much. I'm a reader, and I do a lot of time on the internet. I'm pretty active, Twittering and Facebook and these things, and I enjoy that extra connection, especially with young singers. It's nice to have a fan base that I interact with. That's lovely. But my real intention for that is trying to encourage and help the next generation coming up, you know, the younger singers that have so many questions and so many insecurities and anxieties about what's ahead of them. And I like being able to just, you know, answer a few questions. But if I were a younger singer, I'd be very curious to try and find ways, you know, to get people to hear me. I think the smart ones use it for research. They use it to find out more about this world that we're doing. The smart ones will find the best way to do it. But I think, you know, I look back and I think, what would some of the personalities like Mozart or Leonard Bernstein, some of these big personalities who were curious individuals, I imagine what they would have done with the internet and with the possibilities that are there. I mean, Bernstein would have been a trailblazer in this world, I think. So I'm not a big technological person, but I see little opportunities to reach out to people. I think my whole reason for being a singer, as much as I love music and theater, I think the burning desire for me is as a communicator. I love to communicate with people. And so this is just another layer of how to do it.